In this video, the main idea that I want you to be able to come away with is you should be able to solve for the zero, which is the x-intercept of a linear equation without the graph, without a table. All you're going to do is you're going to plug in one specific number and then solve for x. The x-intercept happens whenever we have a number for x and 0 for y. They're called zeros because we have y is 0. So ignoring this graph, if we wanted to solve this equation, if we wanted to solve number 2 and find when is the x-intercept, where is x-intercept? Well, the one thing that you know is that on the x-axis, everything on this line has a y equal to 0. If you're touching the x-axis, your y is 0. So that means that all we need to do is take this part, because f of x is the same thing as y equals. We're going to take f of x and we're going to replace it with 0. I'm going to do that here on the left. 0 equals negative 3x plus 2. Then we're going to solve for x by using our normal algebra skills of subtracting 2. That makes negative 2 equal to negative 3x. We're going to divide by negative 3 to get x equals 2/3. When we plug 0 for y and we solve for x, the x that we get in the end means if in the original question, if in this equation at the top, if we did f of 2/3, that would mean we do negative 3 times 2/3 for x plus 2. The 3's balance out because you have a 3 multiplying and a 3 dividing. That would make negative 2 plus 2, and that makes the answer of 0. So the ordered pair here is 2/3, comma 0, and we can see that this matches what we have at the top. We said at the very beginning of this video that the x-intercept has to have a number for x and 0 for y, and that's what we got. If we wanted to, we could graph this and it would go right there. Let's go ahead and do number 3 and see if it's even possible there. This says f of x equals 3. That means if you put y equals, that would be y is equal to 3. If we're going to follow this format that says the x-intercept has the y part equal to 0, then if we fill that in here, that would be 0 equals 3. Is 0 equal to 3? Is there anything that we can solve there or to do to make this true? We can't. There is not possible. And if it's not possible, that means no solution. Since we're not just trying to solve for x and that be it, our solution would have been an x-intercept. There is no x-intercept. And we can figure that out by plugging in 0 for y. That's how we can find that out without graphing the whole line. If we did graph the whole line, it would simply be a horizontal line at y equals 3. And you should have seen that yesterday. Let's do number 4. We're going to have a number for x that we're going to solve for, and we're going to put 0 for y. So let's put 0 equals 2x minus 1. We'll add 1 to get 1 equals 2x. Let's divide by 2, and we get 1/2 equals x. And then let's check it to make sure that this is true. If this is the right answer, then our x-intercept will be equal to 1/2, comma 0. So all we need to do is I don't have space like you'll have a whole notebook of space. So I'm going to erase, but you do not erase. We're going to have y is equal to 2 times 1/2, because that's what we got for x, minus 1. 2 times 1/2. Half of 2 is 1, minus 1 equals 0. We got y is equal to 0 when x is 1/2. That means that, yes, that is the 0 of the function. The x-intercept happens right there. And if we graphed it, it'll be 1/2 for x, 0 for y. Well, that graph isn't the one that goes with number 4, but oh well. I'll do one more quick example, just because these aren't taking very long. To find x-intercept, plug in 0 for y. And then just one more time, the reason why that is because if we are on the x-axis, the x-intercept is on the x-axis. If you're anything on the x-axis, then your y is equal to 0. So that's why we're going to plug in 0 for the equation. 0 equals 4x minus 1. We'll add 1 to the left. To cancel that out over here, we'll do a 1 over there. And then we'll divide by 4 to get 1/4 equals x. If we check it, f of 1/4 equals 4 times 1/4 minus 1. The 4's balance out, and it leaves you with 1 minus 1 equals 0, which is what we wanted. So then all we have to do is label the x-intercept, and then we're done. 1/4, 0.